So it's official, Bayern Munich become the champions of the world after defeating Tigres, Uanl 1-0 in the Club World Cup final. So let's assess what went down in that crucial final match that they played. Alright, so starting off in the 18th minute, the key highlights for the games include Joshua Kimmich had a disallowed goal for Bayern Munich. It was a long-range shot outside the box to the left-hand corner, but Lewandowski was determined to cause an infringement, obstruction to the goalkeeper's vision there. So he didn't touch the ball at all, but he just was enough to be in the way of his sight, so he couldn't have the opportunity to see the ball coming in that way there. So they got quite fortunate with that goal there, because that's all down to interpretation of, you know, the line sights and stuff like that going on there. But it's good old VAR to the rescue, and I suppose they got that decision correct. Other chances include coming from a corner kick. Had Leroy Sané having a shot coming off the outside of the post, so very unlucky there. That could easily sneaked in the corner. And then there was a goal overturned that gave Bayern Munich the lead. So this is a pretty weird situation where they say it's not a goal to begin with, instead of like being either unknown or like certain it is or not. Well, usually when it's, you know, they say it's not a goal, usually it's not a goal. It doesn't usually become a goal from that situation. But what went down is, yeah, Lewandowski leaping for a header as the goalkeeper came out to punch the ball away, and then it fell into the path of Pavard to tap it in, and just managed to stay on sides, because it was given as offsides originally, so, you know. But it was onside, so he got the goal, and that was enough to get the job done in the end. But there were other opportunities, as later on, Saldito nearly scored an own goal with a mix-up with Guzman at the back, and Douglas Costa had late chances as well. So it was all Bayern Munich for this match basically there. As you look back at the statistics of the game, has 17-3 on the shots, 8-1 on target, 56% of the ball, which is not too dominant, but 85% pass accuracy compared to 80%, 12-11 on the fouls. It was Tigres that had the 3 yellow cards, and yeah, Bayern Munich 4-2 on the corner kick front. And if we look at the particular lineups in the game, Bayern Munich played a 4-2-3-1 formation with Neuer, the keeper, of course, had Pavard, had Sully, Hernandez, Davies, and the defenders had Kimmich and Alaba. In the midfield and up top include the likes of Leroy Sané, Gnabry, Coman, and then Lewandowski, the summon up top. And all 4 of those guys were eventually subbed off in the match. And yeah, substitutes for Bayern Munich included Costa, Musiala, Motin, and Tolizio. Meanwhile, for Tiger, had Guzman as the keeper, had Dunas, Salcedo, and Royce. Rodriguez in the defence. Rodriguez was the only person that got subbed off in this match there in place of Quinn Nones. The midfield players include the likes of Quinio, Pizarro, and Carosar, and Quinones. And we had Ginich and Gonzalez up top for themselves. So yeah, Bayern Munich, they managed to win the Champions League, the Super Cup, and 3 domestic titles all in the space of a year. So yeah, 8th year in a row the European club won the events, and Hansi Flick took over back in November 2019 and has managed to win 58 of his 68 games since being in charge, and has lifted a trophy every 11.3 games. So surely you can't keep up that success, can you? Because that means you have to win every single title that is available basically, and that's extremely difficult. So here's what Hansi Flick had to say post-match. He said, "Congratulations to my team completing a historic feat, 6 titles in 1 year, even for a successful club that is Bayern, most successful season ever. Team played outstanding, win was never in danger, we dominated and deservedly won the final." And you can tell by the statistics and the key highlights that it was all themselves. But, you know, it's a 1-0 scoreline, very fragile, and, you know, if you can't add to the scorelines, then, you know, it only takes one fluky shot from the opposition team, and then they right back into it, and then, you know, might get dragged out extra time penalty shootout when it comes more of a lottery situation. So, you know, just a goal to nil, but, you know, it was enough to, you know, get the job done, and they were deserved of it. He said it was very difficult for me as well. We were all at the limit. The same goes for me at the touchline match against Tigres. Was an eye level, even though we dominated. They deservedly to be in this final there, because they had to overcome the South American team in the semi-finals. The Tigers did, and they were the first CONCACAF sides and Mexican side they have managed to make the final of this competition, because usually it's a South America, Europe situation, so it's nice to have a different team making it here for a change, of course. And here was what Ricardo Fawiti had to say as the Tigers boss there. Said, "I think the Fats haven't reached the final, talked about things we have done today. We have faced a great rival. We must not detriment the victory, and they deservedly won it. Not happy with the result, but satisfied with the efforts that they made." And, you know, I mean, it is a reasonable result for both clubs. I mean, they both desperately wanted to win the title, of course, be champions of the world, and all the flaming glory that comes along with it. But, you know, the expectations was more so in Bayern Munich's court, and, yeah, Tigers keeping the score down, keeping it respectable, making a number of saves and managing to get lucky on a few different occasions is what it is, and making the final in itself. So hopefully you enjoyed this overview of what was the 2020 Club World Cup final in February, and yeah, we'll do it all again later on this year for the 2021 Club World Cup, so stay tuned for that. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, thumbs up and subscribe.